Before starting with the installation, move both seats to the rear after parking the vehicle. This gives you more space to carry out the following steps. First, disconnect the battery ground line to prevent any damage to the onboard electronics. To do so, open the lower floor covering in the trunk and carefully detach the ground cable. This disconnects the entire power supply of the vehicle. Next, carefully remove the edge guard in the area of the right-hand A-pillar on the inside of the vehicle on the driver's side. Then remove the gray footwell protector from the footwell. Also remove the floor mat and the cover for the left-hand A-pillar. After disassembling the accelerator pedal, remove the front floor covering on the left-hand side. Repeat these steps on the passenger side opposite. Of course, there is no accelerator pedal to remove here. We will continue working in the passenger side footwell. After removing the floor covering on this side, remove the footrest insulation. The footrest underneath is fixed in place by 4 nuts. First, remove the lower nuts. Then remove the upper nuts. The next step involves loosening the footrest. You will need a delicate touch to release it from its firmly seated position. Then carefully turn the footrest over and place it down inside the footwell. The retrofit kit includes the following parts: 2 trim strips, 1 illuminated door sill molding for each side, a converter for each side, a control unit and a wiring harness for the power supply and a wiring harness for the illuminated door sill moldings. The installation continues on the right-hand side of the passenger footwell. Open the cable duct. Tuck in the cover panels underneath the footrest. The individual components are routed through the footwell in a U-shape from one side to the other. The wiring harness for the power supply and the wiring harness for the illuminated door sill moldings are connected to each other with a connector. The control unit is fitted to the rear of the left-hand footrest. The converters are located in the footwells on the left-hand and right-hand sides. There is an opening between the center tunnel and instrument panel. The first wiring harness is now routed through this opening. The part of the wiring harness which is left over is routed inside the footwell and in the open cable duct. Follow the same procedure for the other wiring harness. Now move over to the opposite side of the vehicle. Remove the last connector from the footwell trim. Pull the wiring harnesses through to the inside of the left-hand footwell and place them down. Now remove the cover at the right-hand side of the dashboard. Unclip the interior compartment fuse box. Then connect slot 129 and reinsert the entire fuse box. Reattach the cover to complete this operation step. The 2 lines are now fixed in place inside the footwell. Then they are stowed away in the cable duct. Use cable ties to fix the cables in place. The cable duct can now be closed again. Now continue on the left-hand side. Attach the ground cable of the wiring harness to the ground point using a cordless screwdriver. Then connect the connector to the CAN potential distributor. This is located in the cable duct in the right-hand footwell. Now connect the connector for the power supply for the door sill and control unit. Fix the cables in place again using cable ties. This allows you to differentiate the cables more easily in a subsequent operation step. The control unit can be reordered. Order number A204 820 4985. The control unit is attached to the rear of the footrest. It is fixed in place using double-sided adhesive tape. Then insert the black 33-pin coupling. Put the footrest back into its original position in the passenger side footwell. Connect the converters to the two wiring harnesses. Insert them in the carriers provided. Finally, the entire cable duct on the right-hand side is firmly closed. The illuminated door sill moldings can now be brought into position. First clean and degrease the old original moldings. Then, stick the trim strips onto the old moldings. The rubber seal can now be put back in place. Connect the supply lines to the illuminated door sill moldings and then stow them underneath the floor covering. Next, fit the illuminated door sill moldings in place and press them down firmly. In the final operation step, the battery is reconnected. The left-hand and right-hand door sills should now light up.